and welcome to episode 6 of Bylaw and Order here on the D&D and Magic channels.
Ooh.
So that's very exciting. Hi everybody, I'm Kathleen, and joining me this week are these fine people.
I'm Ian. I'll be playing Enor.
I'm Cameron, and I'll be playing Avenir.
I'm Ben, and I'll be playing Nog, the Goblin. Also the dog, Valencia.
Hi, I'm Serge, and I'm going to be playing Molander, who's just like, yeah, what's up?
And I'm Kathleen, and I'll be playing many NPCs. So we're starting a little bit late because the previous campaign ran a little bit long, as sometimes things do when you get into combat in D&D. But we won't be running past 8 o'clock because obviously at 8 o'clock the Broken Pack starts, which Ruben, our friend Ruben Bresler, is DMing.
Yay, Ruben!
So,
What's up, Mox Ruby?
Yeah, and I think I saw him in chat. So hello, everybody. I saw somebody in chat saying, "Oh, this is my first one I'm going to be catching live." That's so great. Thanks for telling us. But just as a heads up, while the stream is actually going, we don't have chat up, so you don't distract us. So feel free to talk amongst yourselves. We won't see it, but our wonderful tech person on tech, Paul, will see it. He'll put up. He'll.
I will see you.
Yeah, Paul's gaze pierces flesh, steel, stone, and chat.
Yeah.
Quite sensuous.
And we can see it later if we watch the VODs. So speaking of which, if you do miss this session or this is your first time coming in and you haven't seen any of the other ones, you can catch them on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/loadingreadyrun. And you can catch them wherever fine podcasts are served. That's iOS and Android. Just go into your podcasting app and type Loading Ready Run or Dice Friends, and it will come up there. So thank you so much. Somebody's in chat was like, who's Demir? There's no Demir in this campaign. You'll meet them, don't worry.
I'm sure
just
at
haven't
some
got there
point
yet.
we'll meet them.
Yeah.
We gotta get their signature too, but...
Or maybe we already have.
Ooh, yes. I'm secretly Demir this whole time.
I knew it! The plan.
Oh shit, everybody's secretly a Demir agent. No.
Yeah.
Great,
The
I'll
only-
sign
the
this and get it
Demir-
over with.
The only
Demir's-
person guaranteed not to be Demir is the one who says they are.
Yes.
I
We
can
figured out how to
with
get-
utmost certainty say that Nog is not part of the Demir.
We finally
Valencia.
figured out how to get through Azorius internal security and use that ability to slide someone right into a low-tier clerk position
Yeah.
with no chance for career advancement whatsoever.
Trust me, we'll get to the Demir. It's okay. You'll meet them. I like the Demir. Don't be worried about it. You're going to love them. I've already got many people planned out for them to encounter, but not today, because today we revisit our old friend Ismola.
Yay!
Yay,
Yay!
So I guess it is time to start the stream properly, and we'll say goodbye to you in chat.
Goodbye, chat.
And everybody, look forward to this. Hello and welcome to session 6 of Bylaw and Order. I am your nefarious dungeon master, Kathleen DeVere, and today I'm running these 4 helpless players through an intricate jewel box of my own creation.
Oh boy.
But that's okay. It's actually a very safe, nice one. What could possibly go wrong today
Now I
here?
don't trust you.
Well, nobody's died.
Yeah, exactly.
More than
Yes.
once.
You didn't
He
die.
was just unconscious. It's fine.
I was there to save you. It's
Yeah.
all good.
It was non-lethal.
So,
was
Cam, what do you
only-
bring to this party?
A lot of surprise attack damage.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. I was only technically dead.
Other than carrying us through fights, yeah, not much.
Oh, right.
All right. Well, like I said, this is session 6 of Bylaw and Order. You guys want to introduce your characters before I start reading the catch-up box text?
Yeah.
My name is Cameron, and I'm playing Avenir, the 3rd level Azorius rogue. He is an inquisitive, and he is a low-level clerk with relatively little chance for advancement from his post, but he's going to keep showing up to work because in 30 years he gets to retire.
Oh, my name's Ian, and I'll be playing the character of Enor, who's a 3rd level Bylaw mage with the Azorius. He works in the property division, which means he opens and closes property, basically gets the job done and goes home for a nice, hard sausage.
Nog.
Hi, I'm Ben, and I'll be playing the character of Nog, the Goblin from the Boros Legion. He is a cavalier fighter, so he has a majestic steed in Valencia, the dog. She is kind of a large, lovable mastiff of sorts, wearing doggy armor, and together they're the muscle and defenders of the party.
Mm-hmm. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Serge, and I'm playing Molander. Molander's a level 3 druid of, the Circle of Dreams. And he's here really to give back to Ravnica. Yeah.
I really, really get your character's motivation from hearing that.
I appreciate that, it displays, it says both everything and nothing about your character, when you can go, yeah. And you go, oh, okay, I understand what this character's all about.
What did you even say,
Yeah.
Serge?
Everything and nothing.
Yeah, there was an essay, semantics and semiotics, somewhere in there,
You're really
right?
saying a lot without talking much. It's
We have a gift, my dude. Yeah.
Well, and those are our 4-player characters, and welcome back to Bylaw and Order. When we last left our party, they had completed a dangerous trip to a luxury hot springs resort that was overrun by complimentary nuts, intergenerational turmoil, and incompetent thieves. After averting several small and actually not very vital crises, they more importantly started making some progress on obtaining the 5th of 10 guild signatures they needed to ratify the Azoria Senate's new Unified Ravnican Sausage Standard, bracket ASURSS, end bracket number 2309-76-19. The outgoing law is the Decamillennial Encased Meat Grading Standard, an ill-conceived piece of legislation that aimed to streamline the ancient and Byzantine network of Ravnican meat regulations by optimistically assuming that you didn't need to specify that you don't put things like bandages, nails, and mine tailings into sausages. Predictably, this led to an explosion of products containing all of these things, and in one particularly noteworthy case, shredded copies of the Decamillennial Encased Meat Grading Standard. So in addition to this vital work, our heroes have also been busy learning about the independent music scene, collecting a member of the Orzhov Syndicate from his boyfriend's place so he could attend a family dinner, and retrieving a stolen Izzet Pyromana flux conduit. That flux conduit is why our party currently finds themselves on the subway to the Kapatsa Durak University, where they'll be meeting up with their old friend Ismola, who is an apprentice blast seeker from the Izzet League who owes them one.
Mm-hmm.
You're on your way to Kapatsa Durak, Avenor Ener. This is your alma mater. This is where you went to school. This subway is just jammed full of students.
I didn't miss this part.
This was not exact enough. I lived on campus.
Or, sorry, I guess it should be I didn't miss this part of my commute at all.
This is why I lived on campus.
I wasn't much for. I just got a face full of groin, I guess.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's just jogging pants with KD
On the butts?
yeah. I wasn't really much for post-secondary education at all. I went to a military school.
This is nice. I was homeschooled. I never got to experience any of this,
What does Selesnian homeschool really entail?
Oh, a lot of hugging. I learned a lot about plants and the world. Really about getting in touch with myself and my feelings and the feelings of the world.
Sounds like a thorough education system.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess we're heading over to the to the engineering branch, which I haven't been in since second year. Whew, that was a night.
I dropped out after just a half a semester. Turns out high-level math and myself don't get along.
Oh, really? I did my honors research here at the what did I say? The Grand Arbiter Diogenes II School of International Affairs. Gadsia. Oh, I have, my school ring.
One of the fancy lads. Fourth semester, I took everything down to my local assistant. He had to look at my credits and said, "Yep, that's a communications degree."
I've been published.
So have I.
Nice.
In the school newspaper or what?
High five.
This is nice. Like, there's enough people that I feel like I could fall asleep and I wouldn't fall over. Just like this nice, comfortable press of like bodies everywhere.
For the record, 3 people next to me are asleep right now. This is a place to catch 20 minutes.
Well, I can guarantee you from down here that at least 4 people haven't showered in the last couple of days.
It's a busy time in a young person's life.
Right, the least you can do is change your underwear, and like Nog like pushes a butt out of his face.
It's damp.
Yeah. Yeah, and instantly regrets it. Well, at least you guys, I assume, are gonna know the direction that we're supposed to be going.
Yeah. I can probably lead the way.
As long as they haven't changed the campus too much.
All right. Bong, bong, bong. Attention passengers. The next stop is Terminal Station, Kapitsa Dirac University. Depart here for connections to the Savangina line and the Drava line. Doors will open on both sides. Bong, bong, bong.
Hold. Steady.
On both
Steady.
sides.
Oh, this is a bad one.
Wait, where's my dog?
Bart!
Once you sort of successfully disentangle yourselves from the chaos of the subway, you find yourself at Kapatsa Dirac University. Voted the 3rd best Ravnikan research university 38 years running in the 6th District Times-Picayune special issue on post-secondary education options. Kapatsa Dirac University and its sprawling school of connected research institutes make up the entirety of Precinct 5 in the 6th District. During the school year, more than 12,000 students travel here to attend Kapitsa Dirac, drawn in by the promise of really getting down to some deep thinking at one of the campus's many fine microbreweries. The subway station connects directly to the university's main quadrangle, and Ismola has said that she will wait for you at the central fountain.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right, I know the way. So I'll lead people there.
Yeah,
It's
excellent.
like, oh, there's that building. There's the bookstore. There's the student union building.
Does this university, out of curiosity, does this university have like a mascot or something?
Yes. Gertrude, the Sphinx.
Oh.
Its actual form is the shadow that it casts upon the earth. What you see floating above is actually just an illusion.
So there's no actual Sphinx.
Oh no, the Sphinx is real. It's just not what you think it is.
Is that an Evangelion joke here?
Yep.
He's gotta throw one anime joke into every session.
Especially if they relate to the title of the university in any way.
You alright, Cam?
Yes. Dirac is a reference to Evangelion.
We didn't go for a long.
It's a rich tapestry.
I hope they have a sports team called like the Drakes,
They
just
have-
blue-red Drakes.
They
Yeah.
have
So-
so many sports teams here.
So-
Okay.
So if it's an illusion, I imagine you guys don't ever have like those pranks where someone steals your mascot or something.
No, but what happens is the Is It Recruiting League usually disassembles a gyrocopter and reassembles it hung from a bridge.
That sounds about on par for the Is It. I actually have a cousin who was part of them.
Oh.
Yeah. Or I had a cousin.
Oh.
Now he's parts.
Fortunately, he got disassembled.
In more ways than one.
No.
Anyways, lead on.
All right. I suppose I'll just lead us to the fountain if Ismola's going to be waiting for us.
Exactly.
every
Make me a
university has
perception check to see if you recognize Ismola.
Oh. Ooh.
10.
10? Boy, there's a lot of red and blue uniforms around here.
124? Question mark?
Molander, you
124.
spot Ismola right away because she is wearing her distinctive red and blue flame retardant uniform.
Yeah. Hey, Ismola! And I was like slow motion running with my arms out ready for a hug. It's so good to see you again.
Oh my goodness. Hi,
she a hugger?
Molander. Maybe you don't know yet.
Okay, I go in for a hug.
All right. Ismola is like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Like, she's like, okay,
Oh,
Selesnians. And
It's
then
been like, what, like 3, 4 days?
been 4 days.
Oh, I
Molander.
missed you.
Oh, good. Oh, how's the sausage work going, you guys?
We're at 5 of 10.
Holy crap, that's awesome.
We fought the gruel.
Wow.
Yeah. One of us almost died.
I still have all my teeth. They're here.
Yeah.
I hold up a baggie.
Oh,
Honestly,
Wow.
the worst part so far, though, has been transporting around a Decamillennial.
the Decamillennium was 76 years ago.
Honestly, the worst part about it has been transporting some butthole from the Orzhov.
Oh. Ugh. Yeah,
Post
I can see
Decamillennial.
Post Decamillennial.
that. Yeah, okay. That's
Reading
fair.
all those think pieces.
So welcome to Kapitsa Dirac University. So this is the quadrangle, and this is the fountain, and over here is the bookstore, and there's the transit loop, and she's starting to give you the tour. So feel free to cut her off, otherwise she's just gonna.
I'll let her do it. It makes the STEM people happy when they explain things to people.
All right, excellent. Okay, so we're going over to the engineering side because we got to go to the lab of applied crepitology. So that's cool. But as a warning, it is club day, so it is super crowded. So what we're going to do is we're going to go diagonally through the quadrangle, and then we're going to cut through the student union building because that'll cut some time off our commute. But there's lots of people, and it's a little distracting. So if you've never been here before, try not to get lost.
Nog hops on top of Valencia for this part.
All right,
right.
Avenir Enor. Avenir Enor. Do you guys remember the club festival?
Yep.
All too well.
Yes.
It was considered a sign of propensity for advancement if you were part of at least 3 clubs. That they looked for that on your resume.
So what clubs were you in?
Well, there was the East Asian Studies Club. They kind of roped me in.
Really, they had to try.
Okay, fine. I actually signed up to be secretary within the first year. Catapulted to vice president for the remainder of my term here.
I did. Well, I was in the fencing club for a little while, and then I also did diving and bird watching.
Ooh.
Wait,
How
so you're a good
exciting.
swimmer?
I'm okay.
I guess diving isn't so much about swimming as it
Yeah.
is falling gracefully.
Spins.
Yeah.
I wanted things that would look good on an application to the Senate. So
I wasn't too concerned about that, which is why I decided to sign up for the non-gilded fermentation club.
ooh, what'd you make?
Everything. First, mead. Then, sausage. It's where I really fell in love with the ground meat.
They let you make food?
Funnily enough, the term for taking something that's not edible by itself but making it good to eat by drying it is curing. We're kind of like healers in that way.
Well, that definitely explains the cure light wounds sausage that I was fed at a party.
Does get crusty one way or another.
So as you go
This
through,
conversation makes me profoundly uncomfortable.
as you go through the quadrangle, you can see that there is basically how this works. If you haven't been to Kapitsa Dirac, is once a year all the clubs have recruitment drives, and they set up their booths in the quad, and they organize open houses and parties and attempt to woo new members. And they do this because if you have more than 25 members, you have official Kapitsa Dirac club status, meaning you can book one of the school's rooms for your club meeting and bring your own beer instead of having to buy it at the pub.
they probably
So
get
it's very
funding.
important. And so right now, the quadrangle is normally just like a big empty space, like people can go and sit with like lawns and fountains and sculptures. But now it is just lined with booths, and people have made like streets in the quadrangle to get more. And like there's 6 tents that are blaring different types of music. You know, like some in like music appreciation clubs, some in just like band clubs. Like the jazz band has their own club, right? The classical music club is there, and they've all got like oboes and zithers and stuff like that, and are doing something quite baroque. And so it's just this cacophony of noise coming out of tents, and there's people trying to hand out pamphlets and samples of like food they make at their club meeting, and there's a swamp ball demonstration going on in the koi pond.
Swamp ball.
It is just, it is bananas. There are probably 2,000 people crammed into this quad right now.
I like so much energy here, man. Like, look at all this positivity. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of miss academia, the energy of many people thinking about things, hopefully, also while lightly hammered.
I'm gonna go check in on the Is It Science Fiction Club, see if they've got any new tapes.
Actually, as you pass as you go looking for the Is It Science Fiction Club, you actually see the Eastern District Comic Appreciation Club and their mascot, Edek Tan. And Edek Tan bumbles over to you and goes, Enor! And Edek Tan's like big squishy suit.
Edicton!
Wait, help me out here. Thank you. Enor, do you remember me? And Edek Tan takes off the gigantic helmet, and it's like a young Vidalcan girl. And she's just like, Enor, do you remember me? I'm Labota. I'm your friend Guzdaz is from the Eastern Comics Club. I'm his younger sister. He told me all about your many adventures here, and I had to join the club, and now I get to be Edictan. Isn't that great? And she puts the head back on.
Congratulations!
Wait, you're the idiots that clogged up all the sinks in my building.
What is an edict?
What is Edictan?
Eastern District Comic Appreciation Club, EDCAC.
Oh, it's an
Right.
acronym,
Yeah.
and they just have a silly mascot. That's
have-
literally the
Right. Like, I understand that. What does he look like? I see these arms, and you're taking off a helmet.
It's a humanoid. It's a big blobby humanoid with big moe, like big eyes like they draw in those Eastern District comics, and a
Okay.
tiny mouth and a little nose and like a little like Capizza Durac color uniform with like a picture of Gertrude the Sphinx on the T-shirt.
Okay.
Huh.
That
It was a collaborative design.
were you like the main consultant on this?
Oh God, no! But I was secretary, which means I had to register it, which means I'm intimately familiar with the details.
Why is the costume so hot?
I had no idea when I was on the board. We were just dreaming of having a costume.
Oh.
We had to make do with pieces of foam and bits of I don't know what we found back in the engineering department to put together a costume.
Oh, I'm not nostalgic for those days because I wasn't here and I've only heard about them, but I'm a little nostalgic for them after wearing the costume.
This one looks incredibly absorbent. That will definitely help with the sweat.
I mean, the cosplay club does good work. And she goes back to being Eddic Tan and trying to wave people over. Are you guys all in your official outfits?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good news. The future Law Mages of Ravnica Club are looking at you two, and they suddenly are like,
Real life Azorius.
and a couple people run over to you, and they're like, oh my goodness, how did you get into the Azorius? I'm really excited in joining the Azorius.
Yeah, we, I did my master's work at Gadsia. So if you're if you're in that program, then stick with it because it comes highly recommended. Then I wrote my honors thesis on it was on novel vulnerabilities in the Guild Pact introduced by Third Harmonics in the Sphinx's translation.
You had a little circle of nerdy-looking kids around you.
Yeah, and then I got hired on as a 4th degree clerk. Last year.
I just applied. Look, honestly, I think if you're going to be doing something in the Azorius, you might want to reconsider the schooling and go out and get some practical spelling experience. The days when you could just get a job with some sort of progression on just a single undergraduate degree are long gone.
Spelling experience.
So I have to go to school. Wait, how many degrees do you have?
2.
Just the one?
I had to go to school for 8 years to be a 4th level clerk?
I'm slated to be promoted next year.
That means there's an opening.
I need to go register for graduate classes!
Like, I don't want to, like, poach, but Selesnya are always welcoming people, even if you don't have the education. Like, I was homeschooled and I turned out fine, man.
They've already run off. They're already
Goodbye.
registered for graduate classes.
You're speaking to no one, and I turned out fine. Like, Nog, who are you talking to?
Oh, the kids who are, that happens a lot.
I need a drink.
Is there a food club
There's
around?
many food clubs around.
Do they have free samples?
Oh, many of them are handing out free samples.
That's where Nog is.
Okay,
You
you're
not wake up.
He's not
Wait up.
actually
No,
stopping
wake
to
up.
talk to any of them. He's just walking by each one and like,
Hello, samples, samples, samples. Hello, this is homemade kombucha.
Yes, please. Yo,
No.
have you tried this? It's
Nog-
fermented.
Nog has one and puts it back on the tray and keeps
No,
walking.
you should try
Homemade
it. It's really good for your
kombucha.
digestion, man.
Oh, hi,
Break-
Enor.
It'll keep you regular.
Break an edge
How's
for
the most
Booch.
famous alumni of the Fermented Food
That
Club?
means doing well. That means. Ooh, is that still from the original strain?
Oh, we've got our old mother, don't worry.
Bless her coming and her going.
Up ahead, you see two boos, and they're flinging projectiles at each other.
Oh,
Yeah, these are the Islands Ball and the Plains Ball teams, the mortal enemies.
ever since Fountain Ball was broken up by that antitrust regulation.
Yeah.
Magic jokes. That's good.
And
Good joke.
you hear some very dissonant music coming from one tent.
Oh,
This is the Psychedelic Music Appreciation Club. Do you guys want to make me some perception checks here?
16?
16?
Ooh, I crit failed.
Boy, what nice music.
Yeah.
16.
16? You think you recognize two of the people there.
I actively disbelieve. I walk over to it.
Oh, okay, well, hey man, welcome to the Psychedelic Music Appreciation Club.
Oh, is it Luba and
Grosja?
yeah, Grosja?
They are in fact in the back of the tent and they recognize you and they start to get very
shit.
pale. Hey, so did you check out this awesome album? This band is called Boards of Ravnica.
Oh my God, Kathleen.
Good to see some Azorius music out there.
Yeah.
I didn't know they
yeah.
were still around.
Well, I mean, they haven't released anything recently, but hope always lives on. Anyhow, I don't know why I'm talking to you because you clearly don't go to school here, but don't bust us for anything.
But like, do I have to be a student to listen to music this deep?
No,
Whoa.
absolutely not. Here, have some
Yeah.
pamphlets with recommended listening.
Yo, thank
Yeah,
you.
remember the Psychedelic Music Appreciation Club,
I
please.
will.
In my recollection, a lot of people from the Psychedelic Music Appreciation Club never actually remained students for very long.
You don't want to talk to Luba and Grosja as they try to avoid you because they realize
I mean,
that
they look uncomfortable, but I'll be like, hey, we met King Zykor.
Yeah. Valencia sort of walks up because she recognizes them and starts like sniffing at them.
they're pretending they don't know this very friendly dog and giving her very casual pets.
We're sorry for our friend the other night.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our friends actually.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were Azorius law mages.
Oh, we're not law mages. That's way above our pay grade.
Quirk is probably closer to the truth.
Luba!
Oh, hello.
I just saw you. What's up?
Hello, friendly man.
Yeah.
He's Selesnian. They're very casually affectionate.
I have noticed.
Group hug?
Melander, she's
Yes.
not comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh.
You need to dial it back.
What about what's his name?
Grosja?
Grosja.
Even less,
Absolutely
probably.
not.
Sometimes, Melander, people give off what are called signals.
Okay.
For example, if their shoulders hunch, or they cross their arms, or they avert their eyes when you enter the room, then they might not be comfortable giving you a hug.
If they look like they're smaller when you're approaching them, that's because they're moving backwards in avoidance.
Also, you probably shouldn't hit on their girlfriend.
What do you mean by hit on?
Flirt.
Oh, I wasn't flirting. I was just being friendly.
People might misinterpret the way your friendliness works out.
We're working on him anyway. Sorry for a bad night the other night.
No, it's fine. I hope you like King Zykor and the War Boar.
Well, yeah, they were cool
Great.
when we got to meet them.
You fought the war boar.
Super friendly.
I slashed open one of their thighs. Maybe it was like no,
wasn't
not
the
one
band.
of them.
It was-
It was one of their band members' aunt.
Ah!
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You attack King Zykor and the War Boar, you're being bodily shoved out of the psychedelic music
No,
appreciation
please
club.
stop. Tell me more about Boards of Ravnica. No. Oh, shoot.
So Enor, do you maybe remember why Luba and Grosja might be looking very uncomfortable to see you again, recognize you, but to see you dressed like an Azorius?
That's right. because
You
Law
commanded them.
I asked them some information.
And did they give you information?
They most certainly did. I've
Oh.
got that in mind here.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, are you a cop? No, here's my drug dealer.
Right.
Turns out you're a cop.
You have to tell me if you're a cop.
While you're doing all of this at the Psychedelic Music Appreciation Club, Mola is hanging out a couple tents down because she is talking to people in the cosplay club.
Oh.
She seems to be having an animated discussion.
Oh.
So,
Nog runs over. He's got a deep affinity for people who like to dress up in armor and such.
oh, well, this is like less dressing up in armor, and this is just very fanciful. Like they'll make costumes for anything. Like famous people, they do all of the costumes for all of like the drama club presentations. Last year they did Implicit Maze, the musical.
Assuming there's like a paper mache Eldrazi in the corner. It's looking kind of ratty.
Oh, there's all sorts of fantastical things. There's actually somebody
They
is
don't
dressed
know.
up as Asperia.
Oh.
They don't know who the Eldrazi are.
You don't know who the Eldrazi are.
Yes.
Ravnikins don't
Yes.
know who the Eldrazi are.
There's a lore tiller Nephilim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's all sorts of like famous like Ravnikin beasties and boobads. There's somebody cosplaying as Borborygmos right now, and they've got the job they've done with the second head is very convincing. And Ismola is having an animated discussion. She sees you come up. Nog, having fun?
Fun adjacent, I would say. There seems to be a lot of clubs in here, but I was never really part of academia, so this is all pretty foreign to me.
Okay. Well, maybe we should get going then. All right. Bye. See you later. Yeah. Okay. Like Tuesday or something. Yeah. Tuesday 4. Yeah. Bonjour. Okay. Cool. All right. Bye. 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 You know, like.
I can just imagine Avenir walking past the diving club and seeing a picture of himself 2 years ago. And being like,
Look at this photograph.
Does anybody else want to visit any other clubs?
Is there a sausage club?
There are a lot of different meat clubs.
Okay, I was hoping
there's
for
the-
like the meat vendor. The sausage
I'm
vendor.
looking for the hot dog vendor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, if you want food, then you should keep following Ismola because
Okay.
you can because you're cutting through the student union building, which is where the cafeteria and all like the little like shops are and stuff like that. So if you want hot dogs and snacks, you can just go there.
Deal.
okay.
So all right, you disentangle yourself from the quad. You are now in the student union building.
Ooh.
All
All
right.
right. So this is a student union building. Up here we have like the Graduate Students Association, and here's the cafeteria, which is not very good. And here's El Plaucaros, which is not very good. And here's Scrubway, which is not very good. But like, you know what? It's all like campus food. Oh, and there's the basement bar, Cairners, that's very good. But all they serve is beer. So yeah. Oh, and like, and she picks up like a newspaper. She's like, "Here's the student newspaper, or the Starling," and she puts it back down. And then she's like, "All right, but follow me because we're going to the engineering faculty."
Ah, yes. I haven't been here in a while.
All right.
I actually don't mind Scrubway.
Yeah?
Do you want to stop for some food?
Not at Scrubway.
I would like to stop here on the way back, if that's okay, to check out the newspaper offices. I need to get an old comic that I was in.
You were in a comic?
Yeah,
When did you have time for all of this?
I didn't do a lot of work.
Oh,
Right, you dropped
Yeah.
out.
Once, I got better. It's a hell of a weekend.
All right.
Gadsby has a ping pong table. It's next to the couches where you sleep.
Good grief. So eventually, you make your way out of the student union building and all like sort of like mazes and stuff like that, and you get to the engineering faculty. And here, because even though the university is not officially affiliated with any guild, you see many watermarks on the building, including the building that Ismola is leading to you. It is, you come to a 4-story tall cement building, which is painted with an enormous insignia in red and blue. You can clearly see that it's supposed to be Niv Mizzet's face, because it's a newer painting, so it looks more like him. Right, they've touched up the paint on this
More like a
recently.
specific dragon than the ambiguous dragon face.
This is a very specific Niv Mizzet face. So this building looks like it was repainted in the last couple of years. And there are currently flames shooting from 2 windows.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Roll for the number of experiments that have failed.
Yeah. The foyer, as you enter, like the rest of the building, is made of flame-retardant cement. Hey, okay, so this is applied crepitology.
What is crepitology?
That's the study of explosions.
Oh.
So we are the applied study of fire explosions.
Oh, is there also applied crepitology implies theoretical crepitology?
There is a theoretical crepitology building, but it's mostly just calculating about how atoms embed themselves into walls after particularly exciting explosions. But I think the fun comes from making the explosions and occasionally harnessing the explosion.
Your theoreticians have their own building?
Oh, yeah. Deep underground to keep them safe from the applied buildings.
Right, with probably dedicated facilities.
Absolutely.
It's a field of great expansion. Rapid, one might say.
Regretting your major?
Yeah. I'm just looking at it, it's like, where are you looking?
Down.
All right, so Ismola takes you up this grand central staircase, which is sort of the center of the building, and it's a beautiful staircase with like lots of windows and like diagrams and like hanging decorations of like things and explosions, like like slices of things detonating, and the walls are also liberally dotted with fire extinguishers labeled "Small fires only."
Did you get funds to renovate?
Oh, the
Some
Isn't
conversation?
League supplies this. Because this is a League-affiliated research institute.
Oh. Oh, okay then.
Isn't this all like kind of dangerous, man?
Yeah, that's why I joined the Isit League. Wait, make me a perception check.
16?
16?
13.
13?
That would be 8.
8?
4.
4? Well, all of you are like, Ismola must like explosions. Ismola's eyebrows have been singed off recently.
Oh.
Part of the job. Anyhow.
All right. On the way over, I would have been asking her for, like, etiquette questions about dealing with the dean.
Oh, don't worry. We'll meet Babalax. He's pretty chill.
Oh, okay.
So you walk down the hallway, and as you go down the hallway, you can see into the labs.
Ooh.
Who wants to look into a lab?
I do.
All
Let's do
right.
the lab to the first door on our left.
All
I
right.
get an 8
Well,
to 20.
roll me a 1d4. Roll me a d4. What do you see?
I see a number 2.
At number 2, you see a goblin measuring dry powders into a beaker. He's wearing very large, heavy gloves and using an extremely long and exceptionally tiny spoon. And you can see his hands shaking.
Pull down the blind.
Naga Valencia looking door number 4.
Door number 4, you can tell me what you see.
Oh. Nog looks in and there are 4 there are 4 members of the Isit League surrounding a singular cauldron, and there is just a fire that is burning under it. They're putting a whole bunch of stuff in, and like above it, there's just one goblin who's wearing like a bunch of goggles and whatnot, suspended above it, and it looks like they're about to just have some sort of explosive device come out of the cauldron at it to see the effects of it.
Sounds
The
like
safety
it's
goggles?
fun
Yeah.
research.
Yeah.
Avenir looks in a lab.
Avenir, you see a group of students working together to solve a complex equation on a chalkboard.
Oh, well, that looks refreshingly cheap.
And
That's why I'm looking there.
all right, so Enor, you see a person walk by the door who is clearly on fire. And you walk and you see her walk very calmly over to the emergency station, pull the lever, get showered with water, go out, and then walk back to her desk trailing smoke.
You seem pretty on par from the last time I was in here for an exam. Last time there were a couple of guys using a screwdriver on half a circle, and one of them fell down. It's weird.
Anyhow, I don't get that reference.
Oh, just the idea of twiddling aloud with the demon core.
Oh God, right, yeah. Tickling the dragon's tail.
Yes.
After
How did we make it out of the 20th century?
After peeking in many labs, all of which have funny things going on, except for the one where people were just doing math, because a lot of this job is math, or a lot of this part is math. You finally get to the Grand Pyrocrepatorium, which is a massive space that takes up the whole back half of the building and is actually 2 stories tall, because you're on the 3rd floor. And this takes up the half of the 3rd and half of the 4th floor. So it has extra high ceilings. And so she opens these huge double doors, and you can see massive machinery everywhere, complex things that go zorp and make sparks, and just are incomprehensible if you're not an is-it scientist. And there's just like thick cables of electrical wires going everywhere and like tying themselves into knots, but apparently doing things. I don't know. And you can see an elderly goblin on like a stepladder, and he's waving his arms about and he's shouting instructions, because across the lab on a high catwalk, adjusting something on the ceiling of a blast chamber, are 2 people in like full red and blue like blast suits. They are like, they've got like face masks and stuff like that, and then you just see this goblin. He's like, no, higher to the left, no, keep in mind the angle of refraction, it needs to be pointed down that way. He's doing all this, and Ismola walks up to him and says, hey, Dr. Babbleaxe, the sausage team's here.
This seems like a bad time.
Hi, we're the sausage party.
Should we have protective PPE?
Oh, no, it's hello, sausage men, welcome to the lab, let me give you a tour. Babbleaxe loves his job.
Oh,
I thought he was going to finish that sentence with hug, and I was really excited, but like a tour is okay too.
I mean, I expected him to say hug too, so I winced.
All right, so this is the lab of applied crepitology. Who knows what crepitology is?
Ooh, I learned earlier, that means explosions.
Oh, very good. Yes. So here is where we design and then measure and then control the output of various exciting pyrocrepitology incidents or fire explosions. This machine with all, he starts walking you around the lab and he starts pointing out things very excitedly. He says, this machine with all the lightning's rod sticking out is to calculate the planar differential between 2 atoms passing each other very close but not close enough together to explode. This machine that goes swoop tells you what happens when light gets trapped in an infinite vortex of darkness. Spoilers, explosions! And this machine with a giant lever activates the pyromana flux conduit we've got strapped to the ceiling of our blast chamber!
Oh, is that...
He hits the lever immediately. And so
What
you
happens?
you can see in the blast chamber that this big ball of energy starts to form. And then starts to swell and explode and get irregular, and then it pops, and then everything flashes white, and then everything flashes dark.
Mop.
Avenir thinks, am I supposed to have my mouth open?
And then you could feel a wave of energy move towards you. And then a split second later, the sound of the explosion hits you. But it's more of like a thump than a true bzzzt, because it's in a blast chamber.
Right.
Okay.
Huh.
Is this the kind that makes my teeth whiter?
Babbleaxe goes, that was even worse! And he starts swearing in Goblin.
Do I know what I assume I know all these swears.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
They're very bad.
Whoa! You kiss your mother with that mouth?
My mother would be just as pissed off if I was right now. He's just like screaming instructions, and Ismola sort of slides in and says, okay, so that pyromana flux
gonna
conduit
ask if
that
that
we
was-
retrieved is a little bit out of alignment, so it needs to be refocused, which is proving to be slightly difficult. And then Babbleaxe comes out and he's like, it wouldn't be so damned hard if that Golgari numbskull hadn't have dropped it in the first place! And then he says, Gregor! And somebody up on the the catwalk goes, "Yes, Dr. Babalax." It's like, "Call Zonot 2 and tell them we'll need to postpone by 3 more days to recalibrate this." And goes back to swearing. And then she goes, "Okay, so yeah, it's a little bit difficult. Doc, do you have your paperwork ready?"
Yes, we do. We
Okay,
do.
perfect, yes. Dr. Babalax, if you could just quickly sign the sausage thing so we can get the civvies out of the lab. And he goes, "Oh, right, yes." And he pulls out a pen.
Ooh, you calm down.
Excuse me. And Ismola's holding open the book for him. And he goes, "And of course, you'll let me know how your investigation goes, Ismola. Thank you for agreeing to assist her in this regard."
And like not kind of like shoots a glance over at Ismola.
Who's like, "He's like, of course you need my extremely valuable signature. Ismola told me it was very important that you got the sausage thing signed, so of course you'll be helping her track down the Golgari several translatable squares and goblins. Who did this to my precious...
Not covers Valencia's ears.
I haven't heard that one before.
to my precious Flux conduit.
That Golgari person was really handsome.
And he signs it, and he says, "I look forward to hearing that he has been dealt with and handed to the authorities."
Did it go on to
We look forward to doing that as well.
And his mole is like, "Hey, come with me to the lunchroom."
Okay, while we're being ushered away, I very quickly pull up my paperwork and make sure it's been copied properly.
Yeah, the signature's good.
Okay,
You guys
okay.
have your signature.
Yay! Signature get!
6 of 10.
So here's the deal.
Uh-huh.
I really truly just wanted Babalax just to sign it, and I wasn't trying to get you guys involved in this, but he was very angry, and because this is like a really big thing that he's doing with Zonot 2, that's like got like official like government sanctions. He has pulled guild funds to make me go and track down the Vogos guy, who broke the Pyromana Flux conduit, and I was hoping you'd help me again. I made a list of all the Vogoses that live in the Undercity. It's 800 names long. So I was thinking we could start with Vogos Arenton. And then Vogos Arenson.
Brute forcing, huh?
Well, I mean, sometimes that's how you have to do sciences. Anyhow, could you please help me? I'll help you with whatever you need to do.
I always liked more friends. Isn't that what friends do, man? Like, just help each other? This is spreading the word of Selesnya.
Can I like take the team to the side?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like, guys, we're kind of on like a mission. I don't know if this necessarily will speed up the whole process.
Well, I suppose it would be rude to...
They did manage to pull a few of the roadblocks out of the way for us in getting this signature.
I'm sorry, did you say funding?
Oh yeah, I got official guild funding for this, so I used it. Hold on 1 second. And she runs off. And she comes back 2 minutes later holding a duffel bag. Just, "You will love this. Just wait."
Is it a tent bag?
No, it's very big though. I've got official funding and I know how to use it. Trust me.
Well, I mean,
We can...
This is my mission, man. Like, I'm out here to give back.
no, your
Yeah.
mission is to get the signatures.
No, like, I'm not talking about my mission. Like, my mission, like my soul mission. Yeah. Ravnica needs us.
Sorry, this is like my Boros mentality kicking it a little bit.
Yeah,
here.
it's like type A
we
personality.
were given a job. We have not completed said job, and we're doing a side gig.
Oh.
We aren't really on a time... But this isn't really time set. What do you need us to do?
I have a plan to go down to the Undercity and find that Vogos. Like I said, I've got a list of every Vogos.
Whoa. Yo, we also haven't gotten, like, the Golgari signature yet. Maybe this is fate. Maybe this is actually the work of Vitu Ghazi, and it's meant to be.
I can't think of any better way to get a Golgari signature than by hunting down a high-level druid.
Yeah, let's play hitmen and
No. Like, maybe it just all
We're
works
not
out.
trying to kill him. We just have a bill. That Pyromana Flux Conduit is worth like 400,000 Xenos.
All right.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
And they just let you carry it around?
I was retrieving it because it had been confiscated. Babalax and I were doing a field test and somebody phoned in a complaint. But how are we supposed to know how it was supposed to work when in contact with water? We had to go take it down to a waterway.
Tracks.
It was upstream of the treatment plant.
All right, we've got funding. I have no other idea of how we're gonna get to meet the Golgari.
Yeah.
So, like,
Okay. You said you had an idea for tracking down Vogos, but you just got a list of names?
Yes, that's my idea.
Enor, didn't you have something?
I'll see if we can cross-reference the names that I've got from the back office with the list that she's got.
Oh, well, here, read me some of your names.
Okay, let's see here. Have you got a Vogus Musboon?
Yes.
Okay, that's one. Vogus the Vogosian.
Scourge of Vogosia?
I've got 3 Vogosians.
Okay, that checks.
it's
Vogos Tunt.
I'm gonna go pee due to boredom, and he like goes to find a
Yep, that's
washroom.
also on my list.
Vogos
Could you make
Funt.
me a perception check?
Now, is perception what you meant there, or
Make
you
me
roll a
any
one?
kind of doing your job check.
okay, that would actually be a history check then.
Okay.
That's a 10.
Ooh.
Okay.
what a
let's do
great
this
roll.
Let's do this a few more times then. Okay, yes, I do have Vogos Funt.
Vogos Visfort.
Yes, that one's also on my list. Does anybody else want to make me like any kind of figuring stuff out check? I don't care what stat you use.
I'll say this is investigation.
Mo got a 20.
I got
19.
It
I got a
occurs to both
26,
of you
yeah.
at the same time that Ismola's list is every Vogos registered as living in the Undercity. So every name on Enor's list will be on Ismola's list
I
too.
thought that's what she said at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, we're just gonna go based on our list here, I think.
Oh, all those names are on my list.
Rad.
Excellent. Good listing. Great. I'm leaving this behind. And she like flings this 30-page piece of paper in the air. One of them starts just immolates because of all the electricity.
At Gadsio, we weren't allowed to just get printouts. They were expensive.
Oh, wait, hold on. She grabs a tiny fire extinguisher. Pfft. All right. You said you had a thing that you needed to do? She grabs her huge duffel bag.
What's in the bag?
You'll see. It's a surprise.
Ooh, I love surprises.
You're going to like it so much. I worked really hard on it.
Have you
I
ever met a
used
surprise?
the entire budget.
Ooh. Have you ever found a surprise you don't like?
Like 90%, 99.9% of the ones that come out of the Izzet League, yes.
Oh. Ooh.
The Azoria Senate has never met a surprise that it didn't try to regulate out of existence preemptively.
Man, I wore all my gear today. I was really not wanting to get all muddy and gross in the Golgari realm again.
Okay, well, Enor.
Well, we should probably. Where do you think we should check first?
We should just...
I mean, how many names are on your list?
Well, there's a number, but they're broken up into areas. We've got a few Vogoses in the Kozina Depths, a number in the Dajot Gorge, some in the Banov Plunge, and a Stitnik Fen list.
What if we split up and look for clues?
I think as the DM, because I know that we had a late start, I think you should follow up on the thing that you need to do at the university
All
first.
right, well, we should definitely figure this out before. While we're here, do you guys mind if I make my stop in at the paper?
Oh. Yeah, sure, man.
Well, I'll show you guys around there.
Ooh.
The inelegance of a timed campaign.
Hmm.
So Are you going to go there
Yeah.
by yourself? Are you going
Oh,
to take
no.
everybody?
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
I'll,
go.
I'll come along.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever read a newspaper.
One of the few places with a functioning printing press left here.
We used to take copies of the paper and go over them with red pen.
I bet
Like
they
looking
love
for
that.
spelling errors?
Just for fun.
Oh.
Logical inconsistencies.
Oh.
It was how we had fun.
Every day you come back, it's like, I'd like to point out all the following mistakes you've made.
Yeah, general question. Is university always supposed to sound this depressing?
What are you talking about? It was the best 3 years of my life.
Oh, no.
No, you know what? I believe that.
3 years. Wow. Keener.
I was granted an uplift.
Congratulations. You must have missed out on the graduation party, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I was studying.
I made that mistake a few times.
This uplifting conversation takes place while you were walking back to the Student Union building. And so where are you heading?
Headed straight into the where I remember the student union.
Where I remember the student union paper being in the basement next to the bar.
That's right. In the
Ah, U of A.
yes. So in the quiet, dark basement, which was actually in my notes, you can see several newspaper boxes overflowing with back issues of unread and unloved copies of the Starling, which is the Capisa Dirac University's newspaper. Everyone but Nog and Valencia will have to duck to enter the office because there is a huge support beam that
Short
makes
life.
the door very short, like maybe 5 feet tall. As you enter, several students look up from their typewriters and peer at you. And a human girl comes up and says, hi, how can I help you? I'm Kuna. I'm editor-in-chief of the Starling.
Kuna, good to meet you. I was sent over here. I've recently become a fan of King Gizzard and the Wizard, and I was looking to speak with Matic. Wait, King Zizor and the War Boar.
We can
Yeah.
bleep that part that out, right? We're not going to
Yep,
get copyright strike.
Yeah, Matt.
Wait,
Matt-
that was a rep.
You want to talk to Matic, and you're a fan of King's Icor and the War Boar. He is in the photography room. The photography room is over that way.
Rad.
So you walk through the crowded office, which has a paste-up table in the middle, and everybody's like, what is going on? Because of course, there's 5 people in guild insignia here.
Right.
One of whom is humping an enormous bag.
Two
Yeah.
of whom are cops.
Yeah.
And
I-
wait, another cop.
I pick
law
up a copy
cops
of the
and-
Starling.
Lock cops and beat cops.
Yeah. There's
You're doing that in front of them?
No.
So rude.
I was
there's
gonna
3
find a
cops,
crossword.
wasn't it? Oh.
I thought you were
I thought you were going to start correcting, like you pull out a red marker.
It's a blue pen, Molander.
Oh.
Nog's got his lance like over his shoulder, and he's like making eye contact with like the students, like
All the students are like, what the hell?
stay in school.
So what's the hot new comic this year?
It's called...
Moxtrot.
Yeah, Moxtrot. It's
You come
about...
up with that on the spot? That was really good.
Yeah, that was much better than what I was going to do.
Damn.
Yeah, it's Moxtrot. Anyhow, here's the photography room. And so Kuna knocks on the door and she goes, knock, knock, knock. Hey, Matic, there's 5 people in uniform here, 2 from the Azorius here to see you. I don't know why they would need to see you. I actually have some firm ideas about why they'd need to see you. So I'm going to need to see you after this. Please, go on in.
What a suspicious introduction.
So,
How are we gonna play this? Good cop, bad cop?
I'm just here for some supplies. Hey, Matic. I mean, you must be Matic.
hello. Matic is about 23 years old. He's a human male. He's got long blonde hair and a ponytail and a big beard.
Ooh,
And he's wearing
got a
a
ponytail.
band t-shirt. And he goes, well, come in. Welcome to my photography room. Please shut the door behind you.
Cool.
Come in. Come in. Hello. Is it just you in here?
Do you guys want to come in?
No, I come in here.
I'm at the bar.
Okay.
Nog's looking like particularly like he's playing bad cop in this situation.
Oh, Molander, what are you doing?
I'll go to the bar with
Okay.
Avenir. Avenir? Avenir.
Hello. Hi. What could possibly bring you here? Boros Legion and Azoria Senate member.
My name's Enor, and this is Nog, and we're just off trying to get some signatures.
Oh,
But,
that's exciting?
I recently became a fan of a band called King Zygor and the Warboar.
Yes, they're very popular.
Yeah, one of the people I was watching it with let me know that there's something that might make the experience even more interesting.
I have no idea what an Azorius law mage could be talking about.
Oh. Right, just... It's a thing that's perfectly natural.
I only get them from my cousin. He's a stevedore down in the docks. He's in Vogos's gang. He works in the Danielle docks. Don't arrest me. I'm here on a scholarship.
Over this, you hear Avenir say, $17 for a pint.
That's a good cut.
Kid, I'm not going to be able to get too much here if it's 17 up my... You're not holding them is what you're saying.
What? Sorry. What? No. Talk to Biv. Talk to Biv. He's a stevedore down at the docks. He works for... He's in Vogos's gang. He just told me that my friends would like it, and he had a line. Oh, God. Please don't arrest me. My mother will kill me.
Wait. Did you say Vogos? Vogos's gang?
Yes?
Hey, what a delightful coincidence. Turns out this was the information we needed the whole time.
It's surprising that it happened this easily, but...
Yeah.
I've heard Vogos is a very common name, but he just dives under the desk.
Well, that worked out really well.
Yeah, apparently we just need to go down to the docks, then we can get Vogos and what I need to enjoy my music times.
Yeah. So I assume we're gonna go catch up with them.
But first,
Yeah.
let's head to the bar.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I meant catch up with these guys.
We
yeah.
got some stuff I need you to try.
All right. As we're like leaving, it's like.
Oh,
Eno's
as you
leaving.
leave, you open the door, and every other single member of the university newspaper, that staff is there with their ears pressed against it.
Nog turns around and
Hello!
like him and Valencia like go back like into the room because he's under the desk, right?
Yes, he's
Yeah.
hiding and like softly weeping.
Yeah, we like kind of come back around. Nog pokes his head on one side of the under the desk, and like Valencia pokes his head on one side of the desk, and it's just like, "We'll always be watching you." And then like they slowly back away and leave the room.
That's right, I have an alumni subscription.
Damn it, Enor. Stay in school, kids.
Nobody's leaving school. We're all.
It's just.
It's his catchphrase.
I became a cop so that I could say things like that.
Anyhow.
This year's production of The Implicit Maze got 4.5 stars? Huh.
We catch up with you guys at the bar.
Yeah. How's your
Weird.
beer?
Oh,
I'm
it's
learning
fine.
so much. It's
Although-
just like a constant stream of consciousness is coming from this guy. Like talking about beer and theater. It's amazing. I haven't got a
Apparent-
word in it at all.
Apparently, one of the productions of The Implicit Maze was interrupted when this giant, like, enormous thing with like flying and indestructible shot out of the stage. It was
Are they still,
somebody had to unsummon it.
are they still doing the thing in the paper where they'll let you print 3 lines for free in the classifieds?
Let's check it out.
I know a few people were actually using it as a loophole to get published.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
You know, they still water the drinks.
Yeah, we traumatized somebody.
Just one?
I mean, maybe we set some kids straight. But also, we got some information.
The day is young for traumatizations.
Ooh, okay, what'd you find out?
We found out where Vogos's gang might be.
Ooh,
Turns out this kid's getting drugs from the exact guy that we're looking for.
Down at the docks.
what an incredible coincidence.
Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of guiding hand to everything that we do.
Wait, do we know if it's the same Vogoth? Like, weren't there 800 Vogoths? Isn't it a very common name?
It's an incredibly common name. However, by my strong feelings of investigation, I would like to think that the Vogos who is attached to a gang may be the focus we want to check first.
Also, what the dick, Molander? You're optimistic like 99% of the time, but the one time we get a lead that seems pretty good, you're like, hold on.
Well, I don't want to I don't know. I don't want to crash or blame the wrong person for something, man.
I wonder if we're having a bad influence on this guy.
I'd hope so.
So where are we going, says Mola, who didn't come on this journey with you to the newspaper office to make people upset?
We're going down to see someone named Belbiv DeVoe at the docks. Biv Studler.
Biv Studler at the docks?
I believe so.
Okay.
I'm glad you wrote something down. I didn't remember the name.
Look, I assume that these are all names I've heard before and therefore remember.
All right, so the docks, like the Dagil docks?
That
Are
Says
there
his
more
Mola?
than one docks?
I mean, that's the closest docks.
That must be it.
Ugh. Well, I guess the bag will come in handy. Okay, let's go.
What is in that?
What's in the bag?
Oh, you'll see. It's a surprise. She's so
I
excited.
love surprises.
It's expensive.
I'm gonna
It fits
die
in a
on this
bag.
trip.
It's related to water.
Oh, right.
So,
There's no interrogation. There's no follow up. It was just like the docs, no first name.
Yeah.
Let's go.
what are you looking for? Biv what?
Jim Studler.
I can't wait. Well, and luckily for me, I don't have to wait very long because Dagil Gorge is very close by. It's just a few stops on the Drava line, which connects to the Kapitsa Direct station. And it takes you to the 6th District locks. Basically, because the Senza Underriver has been gone over, but freight still travels by river. They have locks in the 6th District to bring up barges loaded with heavy, like super heavy or like really large things that would be impractical to unload and carry to the overcity. So they have the locks there where they lower and barges, but also just like this is where warehouses and importers and exporters are. This is where apples from the Cardinian Mountains go.
Oh, okay.
If they go off to the other districts, and this is where just things that aren't made here come in. So this is a very busy place. So you get out at the closest subway station and you just see porters and laborers and like beasts of burden with like boxes and people loading things and things that have been spilled and are being picked back up, and it's it's an RPG scene. There's it sort of like opens up the locks are on one side, and there's like a cobblestone plaza with like importers and stuff like that, and
Okay.
like freight brokers and stuff. You need anything to any district, we'll get it there kind of thing. No manifest required, on the windows.
Right.
But also here is a huge metal staircase that is this big metal spiral staircase that descends down into the Undercity, and it has the Golgari Guild insignia like raised above it, cast out of wrought iron. It's slightly rusty now because it's quite moist here because it's close to the river.
Who are we looking for?
Biv Studler.
BIV?
B-I-V.
Okay.
So we're going down into the Undercity?
That seems to be what we're doing.
Okay, follow me to this
signs.
alley.
Wait, what?
All right.
Okay.
So Ismola puts down the bag, and she goes, so, I knew we'd have to go back to the Undercity, and the first time we were in the Undercity, we had problems getting information out of people because we didn't look like we're from the Undercity.
Right.
And so, I explained this to Babbalax, and I said it was very hard to track people down in the Undercity. And then he said, okay, well, how would you solve the problem? And of course, I'm in the cosplay club, so I thought, costumes! And then he said, well, how do we make money solve the problem? So I hired the cosplay club, and I came and I got costumes for all of you guys, so you would blend in. Hi, here, Avenir, look at your costume, which is going to come up on the overlay.
What? Oh my god!
Enor, here's what I had made for you. I had to guess on your measurements.
Rad!
Nog, we had this left over from our production of the implicit mace, but I had it tailored for your big arms.
Oh, thank you.
Little Zombo.
And Molander, I hope this works for you.
I love surprises. Ooh.
Oh, dang.
My rope is just thicker and more damp.
All right, hold on. Now I need to put makeup on you guys. And she's got lots of stippling brushes.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. Here you go, Molander.
Yeah, so I've got like these bug eyes and like ear things now, so I kind of look like more insectile.
Like,
I like it.
well,
This
yeah,
is
you're
incredible.
a crawl.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Ian's a crawl.
Sorry, Ian's a crawl. Yes,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
You're.
Some type of bug thing? Like what?
Well, you're an elf.
Yeah, he's a
There's
Golgari
elves in the
shaman.
Golgari.
Oh, I just look like a Golgari shaman now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
Covered
it.
in goo.
What
And I'm
about,
an
what about
elemental.
Valencia?
Yeah.
That-
Valencia is just a dog because they still have dogs in the underworld.
Okay. Should she not wear her armor?
She
Should we
could
like
take
mod
off
up her fur a
she
bit?
could she could take off her dog armor.
Yeah,
and
I
she'd
think
look
that
like
would.
a normal dog.
I think she's looking very regal today.
I love
Are-
this so much.
Are these costumes credible, or do we look like LARPers?
No, you look fantastic.
Okay.
These costumes were worth every bit of the 2,000 Xenos we spent on them.
These are incredible. I'm in love with Avenir's.
So what, Avenir, what are you like some type of elemental?
He's a slime elemental.
Yes.
That's me.
It's very
Uh,
hot in here.
So yeah, in the bag, then I guess is it okay if I use this bag to store all the armor and whatnot in?
Yeah, totally fine.
Okay, so I take all the armor off of Valencia.
and presumably
and-
arc stuff too.
Well, yeah, and I'm like, I'm so sorry about this girl, and like I pick up like mots of like dirt off the ground and kind of like muss up her fur
Yeah, yeah.
and stuff like that to make her look like a dirty dog.
Ismola also has a costume, which is but not pictured here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I
So-
love this so
So
much.
everybody is all not dressed up.
We knew nothing about this.
Yeah, that's
This
actually
is such a good surprise.
wild.
This is a surprise for our players as well. All right, okay, it's time to go to the Undercity.
Yay!
Yay!
See, I told you, surprises always work out, man.
You know what? I'm infinitely more excited about this. Also, worried that my distinct lack of armor is going to really hurt me. But let's just not get into any fights, okay?
We'll say that you have a little bit of armor underneath your zombie outfit.
Okay.
I'm going to assume I have the exact same amount of armor because a robe is a robe.
The costume club, being far too practical, has actually woven an armor class directly into the costumes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyhow,
Just remember, like, I don't think we made a very good impression with that flower dealer last time we were in the Undercity, so we should probably steer clear.
We didn't make a good impression.
Well, look, we're a team. We succeed together and we fail together. That's what the Selesny have taught me.
Right.
Work together.
I don't agree with that sentimentality.
Oh,
In the Azoria Senate, we indemnify ourselves against failure by our coworkers.
I don't know what that word means.
It means you progress.
Yes.
Oh,
Cover your ass.
oh.
Not just for others, but for yourself.
Should I be not talking since I'm dressed up and he like looks like a zombie? Question mark.
you could just go like, "Ugh," but like do it in a meaningful way so we'll know what you're saying.
Bleh.
That means thank you for the costume, Ms. Mola, right?
Bleh.
These are spectacular. What a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
What's his Mola dressed as?
Ismola is dressed as another crawl.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Cool.
She's having a great time.
Crawl pals.
You give each other a double high five. Because the arms are connected, so like by like a little
Ah,
like
yeah.
thin string, so you can like two arms move at once when you pick up the one arm.
All right,
Ismola's practicing her dance moves because it's quite fun. All right, downstairs. All right, let's
not
go.
meh.
Is she doing the Haruhi?
Yeah.
Double
Link
Y,
spin.
double M.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
This is incredible.
So you are in luck because you remember you were worried about that flower merchant?
Yeah.
You're going to a different neighborhood.
Ah, good.
You are going to Dajal Gorge.
Okay.
You are not
Okay.
going to the Kazina Depths. And as you descend down the stairway, you know, you sort of think to yourself, man, does the Undercity generally deserve the bad rap that it gets? Like, I mean, the common conception there, the place is a hotbed of crime where every street corner is going to hide a murderer, a monster, or a little literal actual vampire. But the reality is considerably less interesting in most parts of the Undercity that you've been to. In all honesty, the most dangerous thing in the Undercity these days tends to be realtors, which can be found roving in packs, preying on elderly homeowners with property close to subway stations.
Oh.
However, that's not Dajal Gorge.
Oh.
So you exit the stairs and you find yourselves at the entrance to the Dajal docks, which, aside from the darkness, humidity, crime, and smell, is very much like the Overcity above it. But then it's just like buzzing with activities. You can see that there's like a gate that says, you know, docks this way.
Right.
And there's a crawl who's directing traffic in and out and like clearing people out of the way if like a big barge has to be floated down to the locks and stuff like that. And so he's sort of like just directing the flow of everything that's going on.
I mean, I suppose we could ask. I also have as one of my languages thieves' cant, which is like, it wouldn't be undercommon or whatever, but you know, I'm keeping my eyes open for like any markings that might indicate the presence of a gang, or like buy drugs here. I don't know.
I mean, go. You could talk to people. You could make me investigate roll. What do you feel like doing?
I'll make an investigate roll
Sure.
to see if I can get any leads on this guy. Biv, huh?
I'll do the same thing on the other side of the streets.
I mean, is it credible for a slime elemental?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
These costumes take away all of your minuses to talking to people. Because the light is bad down here because it's the Undercity, and many people are they're just going to assume you blend right in. The costumes
right.
are that good. Like I said, 2,000 Xenos.
I mean, seems worth it.
19 on investigate.
Ooh.
All right. If you look carefully, you can see that there are some thieves' cant markings that say number 4.
Okay. Interesting.
Enor, how do you do?
Let's have a look.
Are you going to talk to people? Are you going to
I'm
investigate?
going to investigate buildings, looking for anything that doesn't look correct in terms of drawings for the area. or
Okay.
standard architecture for the area. Ooh, that's terrible. That's a 10.
All the
12.
buildings seem fine.
Yep.
Okay.
Are there-
So, dock number 4
Yeah.
or pier 4,
Wharf number 4.
wharf 4. Okay.
All right. Oh,
Nog,
hey,
Nog shambles along.
there's a community announcements board at the entrance to the dockyard.
Yes,
Ooh,
please.
What does it say?
Always information here that's worthwhile.
There are no announcements, but someone has helpfully nailed up a dead rat.
I take one of the claws.
Ooh, guitar lessons.
Never know when you'll need a rat.
Yes, you do. Never.
But if I need one, it's here.
What if you want to eat rat? That would be an instance in where you need a rat.
You're both correct and wrong.
Good grief. So you head over to Wharf 4.
Yes.
All right. Well, you see there's a boat being unloaded, so people are hauling crates off. The crates appear to be marked with like the 7th District watermark.
Okay.
So maybe they're produce or something. I don't know. They don't seem particularly suspicious, but you haven't looked inside them. There's people coming and going. There's a guy smoking, leaning on a broom, watching what's going on. He appears to be the supervisor.
Okay. Well then, I mean, I suppose I'll approach the supervisor.
All right.
Looking for Biv.
What do you want?
Just heard he's the man to talk to.
Ooh.
About? This guy is a human, by the way. And
Okay.
He does have kind of maybe blondie brown hair. It's very hard to tell because it's very dark down here.
I was just sent by a friend at KDU.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You looking for stuff?
Bleh.
I don't know if I got that much stuff.
Bleh.
I don't think I can sell you that much stuff at once. You're going to have to talk to my boss.
Bleh. Bleh.
Well, but what's in it for me?
Bleh. Bleh. Bleh.
40%, you say?
Bleh.
35 is fair.
Bleh.
All right.
That's the best bit of diplomacy I've ever done in my life.
Should have made you roll for
Taking
that.
notes.
He was like, wow, Nog, you're amazing.
Ah,
I definitely should have made you roll for this.
Yeah.
Now. All right.
Role playing.
You go up to Skrulk Mansion. You tell him Biv sent you.
Bleh. And he holds up like a zombie fist bump. Bleh. Bleh. Like motion for you guys.
Get out of here.
Oh,
I got. Hey! Don't bruise that. Just careful. I gotta
That was
get back to
Nev.
work.
ooh. Wait, Viv? Viv. Viv.
Yep,
Just
that's
lean over
very
like-
good.
I have no idea how I did that.
Yeah, what did you say?
I'll be honest. It was like it was a mixture of like guttural and goblin, and apparently I know a whole other language I wasn't
Wow.
aware of.
You speak undead?
Yes, Mo.
Oh. Wow.
Brilliant.
So where are we going?
Something mansion?
Skrulk Mansion.
Skulk Mansion.
Cool.
Whichever-
That sounds exciting.
Which,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, Skrulk Mansion is 10.
Somewhere in Dajjal Gorge.
Somewhere around, still within Dajjal Gorge.
It 20.
20.
I patrolled here once or twice.
Oh, okay. I think you do remember that on the outskirts of this neighborhood there is an old mansion. Somewhere.
Somewhere off on the outskirts. I've seen a rickety old place. I'm sure though we could also ask for directions along the way. Apparently I'm a Casanova on the docks as a zombie.
Okay, well, let's go then.
Yeah.
All right. So you
I
start
start
heading.
to lead on, I guess, the direction I know.
Mola is very excited,
Okay.
and she's just like, "I'm in disguise. I'm in disguise. I'm
I
in
start saying one
disguise.
too, like,
I'm in disguise.
And Nog's
We're in
like,
disguise. We're in disguise. We're in disguise.
We're in the skies. We're in the skies. We're in the skies.
We're these guys. Yeah.
Avenir has misheard the lyrics.
yeah. Excuse me.
We're
Well,
in
I
the
kiss these
skies.
guys.
We're in the skies.
So you walk down. It's dark. The streets are narrow and windy. But you pass. You go to maybe a slightly better lit intersection, and you can see there's a business open. It's a hot dog place.
ooh. Yeah, you guys, you think we have time for a quick bite before we head to the mansion?
At least find out if they know where the mansion is.
Ooh. Yes.
Nog and Valencia are already shambling over.
Yeah.
Excellent.
There are no coincidences.
Valencia's trying to like also emulate my like I'm walking like with the leg behind.
Like the zombie drag.
Yeah, the traditional zombie walk. I'm doing the thriller at times.
Yeah.
So you go into the hot dog restaurant.
Yeah.
There's an elderly crawl woman who's there, and she's like, "Hello, welcome. Sit down. Check out today's specials.
What is today's special?
Today's special is Golgari slime dog with sprouts and mushrooms, Undercity style.
What's in the slime?
I don't know.
Ooh, mystery slime.
Bleh.
Sounds delicious.
So 5 then,
Yes.
or 1 for the dog?
Bleh.
6. All right. She brings out. That will be 1.5 Xeno, please.
All right.
Take care of this one.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I was gonna motion at Ismola.
Oh.
Hey, while we're here, you wouldn't have to know the fastest way to Skrulk Mansion, would you?
This is 2 levels of accent. It's amazing.
You are not from this part of the Undercity, are you?
No, we're here vacationing, visiting some family.
Oh, I know that a lot of people go up there to take pictures because it's kind of exciting, and they do, the abandoned mansion thing. It's not actually abandoned, and some very bad people work there. Don't go up there.
Oh, what's the best way to avoid it then if we don't want to be seen nearby?
Right. Okay, definitely do not walk up the hill after this, past where the vampires hang out. Also, don't go near the vampires. You seem very soft. Are you all from Cosina Depths?
Was it?
Bleh.
Is
Just had a fresh molt.
was the battle obvious?
Yes, I'm sorry.
when you do that voice, you see Nog like.
Was the battle obvious?
The Undercity gets more gentrified all the time. Oh my gosh. Yes, don't go that way. Just don't go that way.
We totally won't go that way, man.
I can't
Thank
believe that Looney Tunes investigation technique works.
So you eat your hot dogs, I have bad news for you. They are worth every of the 25 zibs you paid for them.
Oh,
They're not very good, but they are guaranteed to have calories.
Okay.
Like
I mean,
all the basic gruel, Golgari
Nutritious
gruel.
but not delicious.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like very low grade pressed protein.
Slime.
it's a Soylent tube.
Sometimes we have to buy a little food just to slime the wheels.
Well, I don't think you guys have eaten yet today either, so it's probably good to get something. Low blood sugar is probably not good
This
in an investigation.
this is like a reminder of what we're doing, man. We'll save people from this.
Wait, is the waitress like still beside
No,
us?
she went.
Okay.
There's like one lady who like cooks hot dogs while smoking over the grill. Like, you know, she's
Right.
fine. She's back watching whatever crawl soap opera she's watching. There's a guy with 5 arms who's very magnificent looking, and there's 2 other crawl of indeterminate gender who are fighting over him, and an arm has been pulled off, and it's very dramatic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there a musical interlude?
Oh, it turns out it's only a fake arm. So now it, now there's chance of betrayal.
I bet he grows that arm back within 3 episodes.
Isn't that how that works?
She gets bored and switches it to Plainsball.
Oh. Who's winning? Who's winning?
The Sky Knights. Yeah, they stink.
One day we'll break the curse. The actual literal curse.
All right. I guess Nog has to whisper whenever he's not talking. Like, we should probably get moving to the thing.
All right.
What?
Thank you for the food.
Blah.
Did she say vampire? Did she say vampires?
Like I totally heard vampires. Yeah.
That's what I heard.
There's no such thing as vampires.
As long as we don't let ourselves in, we should be fine.
It's like you're an undead.
Is it just like vampires hanging out on the street smoking, wearing dungarees?
Hopping a squat.
What is the level of like are vampires everywhere?
Yeah.
There's
'cause-
vampires in the Undercity.
Yeah, there's also vampires in the Orzhov, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
vampires
Yeah.
are just another one of the races that are around.
They're just people.
Yeah.
Former people, thank you very much.
Yeah.
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 Who eat other people.
So I retract
Yeah.
my statement and instead I go, yeah, I mean it's just vampires.
Yeah.
I've eaten a lot on this trip so far.
I ran into one at like the Ravnican version of Levi's the other day.
So as you walk up the hill, sort of behind this crappy hot dog place, staffed by a helpful old lady, you do notice, in fact, thank you, Cameron, a pack of 3 cool-looking people who have very white skin and very cool clothes who are smoking on a street corner.
Do they have like pompadours?
They don't have pompadours,
my
but they look very sad, but proud to be sad.
There's any emo vampires on the street.
Blah.
Vampires aren't interested in zombies, right? So they don't take an interest in you.
Let's
But
see.
they smell you two. You guys fancy coming in for a drink?
We're a little bit busy right now, but perhaps on the way back. We're a little bit busy right now, but perhaps on the way back.
Ah!
No, the crawl one, not the vampire accent. Shoot.
We're a little bit busy right
There you
now.
go.
Yeah, there we go. All right, got there.
Perhaps we'll return.
In my version of this, you said that 3 times.
Yeah.
That's what happens in my version of this too.
I hear it's polite if you reject them 3 times.
Yeah. So the vampires look at you, and they're like, "Can you catch that if you drink their blood? Can you catch like loop?" That's fine. Just keep walking.
Ooh.
And they sort of give you one of these, but they let you go.
We'll be
'Cause they're
seeing
weirded
you
out.
around.
Now they're really weirded out. Ismola, for her part, plays it cool by saying, "We're in disguise! We're in disguise! We're in disguise! We're in disguise!"
Yeah.
And the vampires, and you could just overhear them, and they're like, "Vogos's stuff gets stronger all the time."
I had no idea these 2 were so good at like tomfoolery and like faking people out.
Well, it's a horseshoe effect, really.
Okay. What does that mean?
I'll explain to you when they're out of earshot.
Oh, deal.
So after some excitement, you get out of the Dodgell Gorge sort of suburban, gross, disgusting crime area, and you come across like an old bridge that's like fairly well maintained, and and it leads to an old abandoned mansion, and it's a grand stone house that was probably home to a very wealthy merchant, probably who made their trade, importing and exporting along the river a couple hundred years ago. But as the city rose around it, and the bridges and the footbridges and all the tall buildings basically turned this from a beautiful part of the city into a disgusting stink sewer filled with crime and vampires and low-grade Golgari hot dogs, the mansion was abandoned and lay derelict for many years. And so now it is a mostly crumbling ruin. There's a stone wall that surrounds the grounds to the mansion. And there's a gate that has fallen over. And all of the windows on the bottom floor, except for one, which is broken, are boarded up. And there is a door. But the bottom floor is totally dark. The top floor, however, is brimming with light that is sort of poking out through not very well covered windows that have blackout cloth in it. But you could see just light coming through cracks and stuff like that.
Not very subtle.
All right. Is the gate alarmed?
I don't know. We should check.
Well, they also Biv? Biv just said we could walk up and be like, yo, Biv sent us. I mean, it worked pretty well when we got the gruel, just going in the front door.
It seems like it means that they're expecting, maybe not us, but they're expecting people.
Well, nobody's expecting us. We're in disguise.
I mean,
We're
yeah.
in disguise.
Do we just show up, buy 20 grams, and have to play Super Nintendo for a while?
It's been a while, but I can bust these bad boys out.
Your Nintendo hands.
So Small was like, okay, so if this guy's a drug dealer, he's definitely probably got the 400,000 Xenos the Izzet League wants to cover the cost of the Pyromana Flux conduit, right?
Probably.
Excellent.
Probably also has the drugs.
Let's not bring that out as our first part of conversation.
But that's why we're here.
Yep. But also, I don't want to die.
We've got these great disguises.
I think the moment you hand them a bill from the Izzet League, they might not work anymore.
I hear if you just die in a disguise, you also die in real life.
I don't think anyone's ever said that before.
I don't think anyone's had to say that before.
So what are you guys doing? I will say that you're safely ensconced behind the stone wall peeking in.
Okay,
All right.
Do you want to investigate?
You're a wizard. Do you have detect magic or anything?
Nope.
So
My
I
job
realized,
is making the magic, not finding out where it is.
yeah, what are our goals? Because we found the place.
Yeah, we want to
And we
get
can
in.
just walk in and say hi. But then what?
Well, Ismola wanted us to deliver the bill.
Oh wait, are we even if we just hand them the bill? Why not just knock it on the door and run away?
No, it's gotta be signed upon receipt.
Oh.
Maybe there's someone here who can sign on behalf of Vogos.
No, I think it's probably better be Vogos.
Is he a high-ranking enough member that his signature would count on the Ravnican sausage dealio?
He might just be a criminal.
Yeah. I mean, actually, can you check your document and see which Vogos this is?
I can see who Vogoses are in Dodgell Gorge. Let's see, Vogos Crank Torque, Vogos Gostink, Moraoka, Elsk Funt, Perline, Visfort, and Zvoknov.
Are any of those elven names?
I should know that. I'll roll for it.
You might know that.
Oh yeah,
You are an elf.
I speak Elven. So is one of those Elven?
Or is Vogos just an
Well,
elven
the other
name?
thing. So there's two things they could be. I speak both Elven and Sylvan. Sylvan is a unique Druidic language, So if it's
Oh.
druidic, I would recognize that, and if it's elven, I would recognize it. So I could point either of those out.
Right, the dude was a druid, wasn't he?
Yeah.
A super sexy elf druid. That's like my wheelhouse.
Stupid, sexy elf druid.
You want me just to pick one, or is there actually one in there?
Here, let me give you Ian's sheet.
Yeah, okay.
The ones that are checked off.
The one's in Dagel Gorge.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
There's no further hard information.
All right,
This
that one
is-
sounds.
Oh, I thought you had a list of addresses as
That
well.
one sounds pretty goblin-y.
This one was the list of
Correct,
every.
no.
Ian said he was looking for
sounds
every.
kinda
Or I'm
elvish.
sorry,
Yeah.
Enor said that he was looking for every Vogos that
Yeah.
was registered against a large property in the Undercity.
Oh, okay.
Yo, Vorgos Murauka is very, very elfish. Very classic elfish first name for men. Murauka. Just flows off the tongue in Elven.
As good as any.
Okay, well, presuming that this guy is a high-ranking Golgari druid, or maybe even just a mid-ranking one, his signature might or might not satisfy the conditions of the magic for the agreement, especially if it's gotten under, like, false pretenses or duress. That probably won't work.
Yeah, also doesn't prevent him from killing us if we hand him a bill for 400,000 Xenos.
I can
Yeah.
hand him the bill after you get him to sign the thing, if that makes it easier for you guys.
I like that.
I would definitely make it to getting the thing signed.
All right, so let's go inside then, as Mola says as she stands
That's
up and
making
starts
a-
walking
Let's make it a
inside.
big assumption that he's the same person.
I like your
you-
moxie, kid.
Are you going to do anything about that?
I'm going to walk
Ms.
with you.
Ms. Mola, maybe we should just think about this for one more second.
Yeah, that's not really a strength of the Izzet League.
No,
Nog-
no, I recognize that, and
Nog
that's why that
hops up
we...
with it. She's like, no, I like this plan.
Alrighty, so
No, dude, you don't let the red line characters...
All right, well, I guess we're going in.
No.
We're in disguise.
No,
We're in disguise.
you're supposed to listen.
all right, so Molander, Nog, and Ismola start walking into the garden,
And Valencia.
and Valencia, which is great because a guard is doing a patrol,
Ooh.
and he immediately goes, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
Niv sent us. Niv.
Liv.
Biv sent us.
Niv or Biv?
Biv.
He says, grabbing a short sword.
Biv.
Meh.
Yeah. What he
I
said.
think the guard is pretty suspicious since you said Niv and Biv, and also you just strolled in. So I think roll me some initiative.
Damn it,
Okay,
move!
hold up. In response to that, can I cast
In response. Man.
silent image
Uh-huh.
of Vogos,
You don't know. Do you?
the guy
You
we
know what
see?
he looks like?
Have it in a sense that he steps out from behind us from an angle that the guard could not have seen,
Okay. Yes, you can do that.
and have him point at the guard and make a shh motion.
The guard looks at this, goes, and then looks back at you guys and says, "What the hell is this?"
We're here on official business. This is an inspection.
What do you mean an inspection?
We're in this. We're. God damn it,
Definitely
both of
roll
you!
initiative.
You're so. Ah!
Well, I forgot his name.
All right, what's your initiative?
Definitely the best time to speak up then.
What's your initiative, team? Enor.
God damn it, Serge.
12.
That was possibly fine.
Avenir.
7. Avenir's just looking at things that are happening
Nog and Valencia.
all around him.
Nog's got 15. Valencia's got 18.
Are you separate or together?
We're separate.
Separate, so, all right. Hold on. Nog. I thought you'd be together. All right, Valencia is what?
I mean, I can be. I just figured that like a zombie riding on the back of a dog would be like weird.
So what is Valencia's initiative?
18.
18. Da, 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 da. And Molander, what's your initiative?
17.
17.
It's gonna be really awkward if I go first because I don't know what's happening.
Can we get the initiative? There we are. In fact, Valencia is going first. Valencia, what are you going to do?
Oh.
There's a guard who says, "Inspection!" and starts like rushing at Enor.
The guard has an index number.
how large is this guard? What's his deal?
He is a standard humanoid-looking human.
Is he enough for like not Valencia like charge at and just sort of like knock over and sit on him?
Maybe.
Okay.
I think she could try that.
Okay.
She, Valencia, so she could make an opposed strength check
Yeah.
to see if she can knock him down, first
Sure.
of all, I think.
I like that idea. So, how do I go about doing that?
All right, you make me a strength check for Valencia.
Ooh.
I bounced between 18 and then hit 4, so it's 5.
I think Valencia will then barrel into him because
Yeah.
he rolled a lot better on his strength stat than that.
Mm-hmm.
But she will fail to knock him over.
Okay.
Does Valencia want to do anything else? Or I think that's basically all
I mean,
she
that was
can
my
do.
action for the turn, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Melander, it's your turn.
I was like, well, this is awkward because I'm gonna try charm person. Maybe we can get out of this fight. Or is charm something typically you have to do before combat? It doesn't really
No,
work
you
in
can do
combat.
that in combat.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to attempt charm human. You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range.
Okay.
It must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you of your companions are fighting it.
Oh.
But if it fails, it is charmed by you until the spell
So I
ends.
get advantage on my saving throw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
So
right,
roll
what
two of
am I
them.
trying to hit?
You are trying to beat. My spell number on this is, I believe it's 14 plus my wisdom modifier, so it's 18?
No.
It's 10 plus
no,
4.
no, no. It would be 8
Yeah.
plus your proficiency bonus
8
plus your
plus,
wisdom
that's what it is, so
modifier.
it's 14. It's 14.
But I get advantage?
Yeah, so roll 2 dice and pick the better one.
Oh my gosh, I did make my save.
That's
so
okay.
I'm not charmed.
That's fine. That makes sense. I was going to try and see if there's a non-violent way to get through this.
Okay, that's
I've
fair.
been remembering the name.
Yeah.
Nog, it's your turn though.
Just like, well, hey, don't I know you from some... No? Okay.
Well, Nog pulls out a sword from somewhere.
That's fair.
Yeah, and I guess charges at the guy and goes, "Bah!"
Ah, zombie! He says, ah!
That would be a 16.
That is a hit. Roll me some damage.
Ooh.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna roll a d8. So that will be 10 damage.
Oh, wow.
But on top of that,
Ooh.
I'm gonna use because I'm gonna surprise him because he was probably not prepared for a goblin
No,
zombie.
he's quite surprised by everything that has happened so far. I can assure you of that.
And I'm gonna use my ability Fury of the Small. So I'm
Okay.
gonna deal damage also equal. Adding damage to equal to my level, so I add 3 damage.
Oh,
Ooh, 13.
So you do 13 damage to him?
Yes, and also,
Uh-oh.
because I haven't used this even
wait,
once, and I
there's
keep
more.
forgetting. We're like 6 episodes in. I use my ability Unwavering Mark,
Okay.
which is basically if he moves away, or if he decides to, he's basically marked and he gets disadvantage.
Okay.
And if he tries to move away from me and hit somebody else, I get to do a special attack against him. So I'm kind of like, I guess, taunting him in a way.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That all happens.
Yeah.
And the guard looks extremely injured. So he uses his turn to yell, "We're under attack! Hide the goods! Get down here!"
Yes.
So guard
Enor,
1
it's
was
your
a sign
turn.
of things to
Alright.
come.
Yeah, sorry. So just to clarify, while it's within 5 feet of me, it has disadvantage on any attack that doesn't target me. And if it decides to deals damage to someone other than me, I can make a special melee weapon attack where I have advantage on the roll, and if it hits, it deals extra damage equal to half my fighter level. There. I haven't used that ability yet because it's got a lot of words.
So he doesn't move. He sort of just does this.
Yeah.
And I think that's basically going to take his turn.
Yeah, I freaked the crap out of him.
So he looks very upset and injured. But he's going down with a fight. Enor, it's your turn.
All right. Well,
I imagine killing the guards is going to make him more happy to sign our stuff.
I'll attempt to.
I super don't think you get to play the high road card.
Should add his Mola
there we go.
to our initiative as well, because she's here and she's excited.
I'll cast Ensnaring Snake and a Ensnaring Strike.
Okay.
And attempt to ensnare our
Does it do any
guard friend.
damage?
It does.
Okay.
It only works. It casts on its own, but it only hits if I hit with a physical strike.
Okay.
So that's a 16.
That is a hit. Roll me
Great.
some damage.
Okay, so now what happens is you will be restrained by magical vines. When you start your attack, you will take a 1d6
That's the
piercing damage.
piercing one with the
Okay.
thorns, right? Yeah.
And for the strike itself, the damage is 2.
All right. Oh, so that's it?
Yep, that's it right now.
2 and
Okay,
then they're
well, in that
entangled.
case, he goes down because Nog almost bisected him with his
Oh.
short sword.
Yeah.
So guard 1 is out of initiative, but you hear some thumping coming from down the stairs.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And guards 2 and 3 pop out all of a sudden.
Damn it.
And they go, Boss! And that's guard 3's turn.
Oh, okay. I'm just like,
It's a good thing my drop in concentration.
Avenir doesn't even know if he has his sword.
I'm going to assume that you have all of your gear. You're just hidden in these great costumes.
I'm going to
Okay.
assume that I don't have my lance with me.
No, you wouldn't have your lance.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to hide somewhere near the door. Like there's got to be like, I'm assuming a very Scooby-Doo kind of mansion with a lot of like overgrown.
Yeah,
like,
I'm going to say that there are several
hedges.
like bushes and hedges that you could hide in,
Okay.
like behind some crumbly wall or something like that. You might not be super close to the action.
If it is the same Vogos, he's a very powerful druid. And I would like to hide somewhere in order to sponk him on
Yeah.
the back of the head with
You're
my
trying
sword.
to get an ambush on him, right?
Yeah, so
Right.
I'm going to move near the door
Okay.
and then use my cunning action to hide.
Okay, I'm going to allow that to happen.
Okay.
Guard 2 is going to come out and he's going to be like,
Let's see what your hide check is.
look at all
Oh,
of you.
right, yeah. Stealth. 23.
You're definitely hidden. The guard is going to come out and not notice anybody near the door.
Ooh.
And then he is going to run at somebody randomly.
Hooray.
So I'll just roll a dice. Melander,
Hi,
there's a guy with a
I'm
short
random.
sword charging towards you.
No. Biv sent us. Biv.
He's gonna swing at you and miss.
Whoa.
And now Valencia, it's your go.
I mean, Valencia's gonna bork and run at something and attack it. Probably the dude who ran at Mo.
All right, Valencia, roll me some damage, or try to attack him.
No, because it's a 5.
Melander, there's a man trying to swing a sword at you. He has swung a sword at you, in fact,
Please.
and he has missed with his
Please
sword.
Stop. Please stop. I should probably do something that allows me to stop here. I'm going to. There's guard number 2, which swung at me.
Yes.
Where is guard number 2 and guard number 3 in relation to other
Guard
people?
number 3 is still at the door because he spent his turn calling for his boss.
Okay. Would you say that guard number 2 and guard number 3 are within 20 feet of each other?
Yes, we'll say that.
Excellent. I'm going to cast Entangle. Grasping weeds and vines will come out of the ground in a 20-foot square,
Yes.
starting from the point in range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into an area with difficult terrain. A creature in the area, when you cast the spell, must succeed a strength stroke,
Strength
thingy,
Uh-huh.
or
what's
be
my target?
restrained. A creature with the strength with the spell, my spell DC. So the strength will be 14.
Okay.
So that's it. I use the spell. Hi.
Guard 2 passes his saves. Guard 3 does not. So the guard 3 becomes entwined on the doorstep.
Yeah, all these vines and stuff come up.
Am I within 20 feet of guard 2?
Yes.
Yeah, aren't also like Valencia and
Can you
me
exclude
and-
people?
Well, no, it's the area, but imagine anybody who's behind me is fine. So these
but-
people should be fine.
But Avenue.
I didn't see Avenue
And
being
Mo
very
is also
sneaky.
attacking the thing that you're entwining.
Mo?
Or sorry, Valencia. So did you entwine my dog?
I'm imagining there's an area effect. As long as she
Yeah.
didn't get between guard 2 and the door, there's probably an area of effect where they're outside. I'm picturing that,
Is
you
it
know.
a 20-foot circle though?
Yes, it's a
No,
And
I
if you're
think I don't. Did you? I think if you're casting a 20-foot circle, so you can get both of these guards, anyone within that 20-foot circle is also going to have to make a strength check to not
okay.
become entwined.
But everyone behind me, which I'm assuming is
Is-
you
will
and
be-
you,
is
is
Mola
fine.
and Enor
and if
and
anyone
Nog.
else comes out of the house, because we don't know how many other people there are, they'll be in this graph. They'll be
That's
stopped
true.
at the door.
Okay.
That's true. So Valencia, make me a strength check to not become entwined.
You're fine.
17.
All right, you're fine. Avenir, make a strength check not to become entwined.
14?
Yes.
That's That's a 1 in 3 chance. Nope.
Avenir, you are entwined
Very
Okay.
good.
until the spell ends. What's
Correct.
the duration of the spell?
Concentration.
So just until you
I can
feel like
hold it, yeah.
until you feel like being done.
It's not a combat unless Mo gives one of us disadvantage.
All right. Okay. Well, in that case, it's Ismola's turn, and Ismola is like looks around and she sees everything happening, and she's just like, yeah, and throws a spell at. She throws Scorching Ray at one of the guards,
The one near me or the one at the door?
the one near you,
Okay.
because that's the one attacking you. Let's see. Ranged attack for each ray.
Yeah. Should get 3.
She gets
Man.
3, and
So if the ground's all like graspy
Nope.
viney,
Yep.
would the rays light it on fire?
yep.
Is
No,
it
they're
now
sort of like
flamey,
fizzle.
graspy, viney?
No, they usually don't let those effects stack.
Stack
Yeah,
over
ooh.
one another?
Magic doesn't interact.
9 and
Jeepers.
Ismola absolutely immolates this guard.
Oh my god.
Did she just kill a dude?
Absolutely.
Right in front of you. A man melted. A man like Raiders of the Lost Ark in front of you.
Yeah, Ismola rolled really well on her raise, and it went, and you get like 3 little like charges. They go boof, 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 and then 2 of them hit, and then he became severely electrocuted. And you may have seen that thing that happens in cartoons where somebody turns black, but you see all their bones inside their body. Then he crumbled into a little pillar of ash.
Welcome to the real world, Mo.
Then Ismola goes, ah! 40,000 Xenos! And starts running towards the door.
Okay, well, she should be careful she doesn't get grasped in vines.
She will probably not be careful that she's going to be grasping vines. In fact, she's probably going to run right into that circle because she's
All
an
right.
idiot.
Strength check 14.
Is there any way for us to go and fight this guard now?
I just need to check Ismola's
Well,
strength.
he's not going anywhere.
I think she's okay.
Heck.
Oh yes, Ms. Mole has passed her strength check, and she is unfettered by these vines because she has the bloodlust of a ruined piece of laboratory equipment in.
Interesting.
She spent months calibrating that thing, and some idiot dropped it. She's very cross. So anyhow,
Big mood.
so she's running in. Nog, it's your turn.
I don't have a lot I can do at range, so I'm gonna run through the vines.
All right,
very good.
make me a
This
strength
guy.
check.
I would laugh if our warrior fails.
Yeah, it would be hilarious.
Yeah, man. me having to jump through hoops to fight beside you. Yeah, who'd have thought? 7, I fail.
Like, I'm going to fight, and
Yeah.
the vines grasp him. Okay, so I've got
Oh, I
the...
still have a guard up that I shouldn't have. Goodbye, guard 1.
Yeah.
So Enor, it's your turn.
Do I get entangled? How does it
You
work?
get entangled.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It's the zombie costume. It's holding you back.
Yeah.
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 It's very, very, very convincing.
Yeah. I've got the shamble locked down.
Yeah. You shambled too hard.
And guard 3 is currently stuck.
Guard
in-
3 is stuck beside
It's
the
also
door.
entangled.
Great.
As is Enor, or as is Avenir and Nog now. Is Mola barreling straight inside?
Cool, I'll wait.
Okay. Guard 3, how do I get out of these entangled vines?
Unless they can get a 14 or higher, they can't.
Okay, and do I take any damage?
Nope. They're just entangled on their turn.
I am entangled.
All right.
Avenir.
Would I be able to abandon the slime suit in the vines?
You would have to make me a godlike dexterity check to get out of a very convincing cosplay while entangled in vines so you couldn't move. You would have to somehow make your body into a liquid, but I'm prepared to entertain numbers.
I'm just,
20.
Yeah, basically you got to get like a nat 20 to do
Well,
this. 'Cause you
or
can't
just roll
move, you're
14 or
entangled
higher
in
with a strength
vines,
check.
Right?
I try to roll 14 or higher on my strength check. Okay,
You're
You're
free.
free.
I am
You
free.
wiggle out of the vines.
I pursue Ismola. Exit stage left.
Okay, well, both you and Ismola will basically just get inside the door, which is perfect because as you skid to a stop inside the door, you see a very large, angry man come down the stairs.
Handsome, like a naturally pretty man? Or
I have bad news for you. Vogos? Question mark? Because, I could skip so much of you sneaking in because you just decided to just fight them right away.
Hooray.
decided.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Ismola was going to run in no matter what, but you could have stopped her. But Ismola, so she comes in and she sees a very sturdy looking Devkaran elf who's got huge arms and big glasses and a bag of something called mushroom potting soil under his arm and dirt up to his elbows and a shovel because he was not expecting guests.
How many pounds of this mushroom potting soil does he have?
50.
In that size bag?
It's just tucked under his arm because he's a big burly boy. And he's got a big old scar and he's like, who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you?
I'm Vogos.
Ah, shit.
It's not yet. Bleh, bleh, bleh.
I told you there could be more than one Vogos.
I am so. Mo, shut up.
Wait, is this not the pretty one?
No.
Does he still have mushrooms?
Yes.
Stick around for a bit, see how this plays out.
So Ismola looks at him and says, I've got a bill for you. And he goes, oh, hell no.
Wrong Vogos.
Valencia, it's your go.
So
Basically, he had time to skid down the stairs and see what the hell was going on.
all right.
He was like,
Valencia.
what's going on? Who are you?
Valencia's gonna not do anything.
Well, no, she's free.
No, but if I want to go again, if I want to move through these tangles at all, I don't want to get entangled. So
Okay.
I'm just not gonna do anything on my turn.
Valencia is going to hold. She's going to wait for her boss. Melander, what are you going to do?
I imagine it would be best for Nog if I canceled my spell.
It'd be best for the entirety of the party if you stopped entangling things.
It's even. The guard and you are the only people entangled. All right, I'm gonna put down the entangle thing. Apparently, since we're just murdering stuff, I will cast poison spray. No, use thorn whip. I'll get the guard out of the door. I'm gonna cast thorn whip, which is a cantrip. At the guard that's in the door, I create a long vine-like whip in thorns that lashes at my command towards a creature in range. Make a spell attack.
Yes.
Um,
Plus your, like, all your bonuses and stuff. or
Yep,
whatever
I get a
spell
12.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Ismola looks at him, looks at the guy, because it wasn't really her turn yet. He spent his turn thudding down and saying, what the hell are you doing, holding his shovel and his bag of mushroom potting mix. And Ismola spends her turn going, I don't... Avenir,
Yes, Ismola?
this isn't the same Devkaran elf we saw before, was it?
It does not appear to be. No, he doesn't. He seems to be a different Vogos.
Oh,
Do you know any other Vogai?
That's in the plural.
We're looking for a very tall, beautiful Devkaran Vogos.
he
A
looks at
druid
you.
with the Golgari. With the,
He's like, that's a very common name. It's
Oh.
not actually my name, but I grow drugs, which is why I told people my name was Vogos, so they would not be able to find me as easily.
oh, I see where the problem is. Okay, we're looking for an actual Vogos. He works with the with what are they? The Golgari swarm.
Yeah.
The Golgari swarm. Yes.
That's great. I do have a question, though, he says,
Okay.
carefully putting down his bag of mushroom growth soil and holding his spade in one hand. Are you here to rob me? Because you appear to have dispatched 2 of my guards.
Oh no. We were,
Bleh.
That was all a very unfortunate misunderstanding. I mispronounced a friend's name.
Biv sent me, specifically me in this case, now that we know you're not the Vogos that everyone else is looking for. You are the Vogos I was looking for.
burning that particular bridge pretty early.
Bib
Just gonna
sent you,
throw
huh?
this guy under the bus.
Interesting. What do you want?
Just a few of the good mushrooms. The musical appreciation ones.
Did we go on a journey to acquire drugs for Ian's
Yeah,
character?
Recreational drugs for Enor.
It was a side quest, people. Thought we were going to kill 2 birds with one stone.
Now we're gonna have to sit here and hang out while he finishes watching Lord of the Rings.
I assure you, I'm pretty certain that if this goes down, he's going to want us to leave. Hi.
He does not know what to make of any of this. This is definitely the third weirdest thing that's happened to him today. The first two he knew because he had been testing mushrooms. The third, the mushrooms should be done, so none of this should be happening. This poor man who's not actually named Vogos is having is in a big mood right now.
Hold
and he
on.
goes, okay, hold on, and he pulls a clump of mushrooms out of his pocket and he says, "Go away."
Ooh.
I take the things, put them in my bag, take off my helmet.
Ah! And he runs upstairs.
Thank you.
I think that means we're back to square one.
Well, great. Now what?
Well, we get to cross one Vogos off the list. Don't know which one.
If we do this for each Vogos we find, I'm not going to make it through this adventure.
Let's Mola kill the man. Like,
It was 40,000 Xenos.
not him.
Well, I thought he was the right. Okay, how about this? How about maybe my plan of working through every single Vogos alphabetically was not the best plan?
Go on.
Also incorrect. Morioka is about 8th on this list.
Oh, crap, we weren't even doing it in order. How are we supposed to keep track of our results? That's irresponsible lab work.
Completely.
At least I was right about them being an elf.
Yes.
Well, you don't know if this was Vogos Morioka. You just picked a name off the list.
Oh, right. That wasn't actually Vogoth. Where
Vogos.
is Vogos? Right, the Vogoth were from Hitchhiker's Guide.
Those
Vogons.
Vogons.
Oh.
Are you thinking of the Visigoths? They were from Germany.
No, definitely weren't thinking about those. I was thinking of the ones with bad poetry. Interesting.
Yeah,
Vogons.
that's
Okay.
the Vogons.
Anyhow, aside from all of that, Ismola says, okay, well, how about this? How about we come back to this plan after I cross some Vogoses off my list?
We're just going to breeze right past whatever that might mean and say, sure.
Yep.
Darn. I couldn't give this bill to you guys, and you could pass it on to the Golgari Swarm for me?
We don't really have a reason to collect for you.
That being said, it might be beneficial for both us and I'm sure your work that you have to do at the university. If you did not if you stayed there at the thing and we'll take care of this, and you were probably not on the adventure with us burning people to a crisp. And also being stealthy.
At least the person Nog hit isn't dead. He's just unconscious. He's unconscious, right? I'm going to heal him. Is he dead?
I have some bad news for you.
Yeah.
Yo, I sliced that guy good.
You killed him too?
Yeah,
Yeah, you killed 2 mooks.
I'm a zombie.
All right, fine. You
I'm
take this. I'm going back to
role-playing in my
work.
role-playing.
I'm not cut out for adventuring. I'm a graduate student. I just want my PhD in applied cryptocol an applied thing I made up.
Wait, did you make up that word?
That's
Is that actually what
cryptology?
it, yeah.
Yeah, no, I made that up.
Oh, I assumed that was actually a thing.
Well,
It's sort of.
yeah.
If you were going to study explosions, crepitus is Latin for explosion.
Oh, that'd be the entomology for it. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so anyhow.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay, I guess I'm not cut out for adventuring, and then I can help Babbleax, because we do have a deadline in 3 days. Oh, by the way, you should definitely come to the opening ceremonies at Zonot 2.
What's the end result?
We're unveiling the big project we're working on with the Simic Combine. That's what we need the Pyromanaflux conduit for.
Wait, do you have a contact with the Simic Combine?
Yeah?
We'll be there.
If you provide us with your contact information with the Simic Combine, we will consider getting this signed for you.
Also, is the event catered?
And on that note, I think it's time to call this session of Bylaw and Order to a close. Thank you so much. This has been Session 6 of Bylaw and Order. I had to leave it on that amazing joke.
Holy moly.
Oh, that's great.
So, yeah. I hope you guys had fun investigating the wrong Vogos.
Yeah,
I can't believe this was a whole quest to go get you some weed.
And that's why my Phantom Vogos didn't work.
Are you just going to be listening to Tool later?
Gonna be listening to some tools. Doing it
Hey,
all night.
Where in the Undercity is Vogos San Diego? Yeah?
That's kind of what it's like. I guess we're putting a pin in that part of the quest, though, and we're gonna maybe investigate this. We're gonna try and meet with the Simic.
Well, the good news is we got the Is It signature. We're at 6 out of
Yep.
10.
Yeah, we're on
Progress is
track.
going well.
We're on track. If everyone just listens to me, we're all going to get through this
You know that there's
just
some.
fine.
You know that in 3 days there's some sort of grand unveiling because they had to push something back 3
Right.
days because the Pyromana Flux conduit is broken.
Right.
Right.
Or has become broken. Has
Yes.
become damaged.
Yes.
Well, the most passive voice possible.
Yeah, yeah. An issue was occurred.
Then the nanites became released.
Yes, exactly. So, in 3 days, something exciting is happening that they need this Pyromana Flux conduit for. And as Mola knows the people who are at the or at the Simic Combine, and could probably get you an invitation to this opening ceremony.
That's exciting. Okay, other contacts we have. We've got our Rakdos friend, hopefully.
Yeah.
That
I
works
think-
out for.
Yeah.
We
still-
don't have an actual. We have somebody who knows somebody in the Rakdos.
We have
No,
many
well,
people. You know
yeah.
a bunch of people who know some
Yeah.
people in the Rakdos.
Right.
Kathleen is ready to take on our rolled up contacts.
Right. Yeah.
We have tried twice and failed for the Golgari. We are just like walking around the Undercity completely incapable of ever accomplishing anything useful.
Vogos? Vogos?
Yeah, like,
Vogos?
we're looking for a pretty elf, and people are like, okay.
Yeah, you and me and the rest of the world, kid.
But we have these
yeah,
sweet
they're
costumes.
pretty. Have you met elves?
Yes. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wonderfully like madcap.
Sorry about pushing you along, but I was like,
No, that's
fine.
fine.
No,
I
it's
don't want
fine.
to.
It allowed me and Ian to go, man, I feel like we're guided by the hands of fate in some way.
It was also literally a lovely, wonderful journey back through my university days.
Yes.
Yeah,
oh, there
that
were
was
some
giving me.
very real stories happening there.
I wanted
Wow.
to make a joke like with a thing if there was just somebody at like one of the tables with being like Niv Mizzet is a Simic Combine super lizard.
Dragons don't even reel.
Convince me otherwise.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
When you're the only dragon on a plane with a Simic Combine going around,
Yeah.
you probably have to step pretty quickly.
I feel like even the Flat Plane Society has a booth at Clubs Day.
God.
Yeah, we should put up an ad saying Group of 4 seeking cute Golgari elf
Yeah, I'm sure there's some
with the name
community-
Vogos.
Well, with the 3 lines free. Missed connections.
yeah.
You murderous hot Devkaran.
Yeah, us. Group of confused sausage friends.
It's like, I mean, that's ranks pretty high on the misconnections I've seen. My favorites are you, beautiful cosplayer at PAX. Me, a good gentle sir.
Jesus Christ.
Without badge.
Yeah. Without badge.
Yeah,
It's
without
pretty
badge
cute, yeah.
outside.
Well,
Anyway.
Hey, coming up in just about 40 minutes time, just over 42 minutes time, in fact, we have the next, the Broken Pact
Yeah.
is coming up. So that's season 2 of that, I believe.
Yes, yeah.
Try to keep everybody's D&D campaign straight and also my own. That is GM by our friend Ruben Bresler, and our friend Ashlyn is in the party.
And yeah, Garav and who else is in that campaign? Lots of people.
Other
bunch of good
people who I
folks.
haven't
Yeah.
met, but are very nice people. So everybody stay tuned for that, and thank you so much for joining us for session 6 of Bylaw and Order. Bye, everybody.